Hello everyone, welcome back to this lecture. I hope you are well. In previous lecture, I discussed about what are the conditional statement if else. In this lecture, I will discuss what are the loops, why should we learn the loops in Python. So let us start this lecture. Loops loops allow us to repeat the action efficiently without writing a redundant code. We are doing a repetitive task. Whenever we do a repetitive task, we should use a loop. For example, I have to print out a hello 100 times. One way is I have to write print statement and repeat this statement 100 times. But it create a inefficient way of writing a code. If you write a efficient way of code to do a repetitive task, you should use a loop. Loop can do writing only 2 or 3 line of code. We can finish this task instead of writing 100 times of same statement. So that is the need of loop. So loops are important because it automate the repetitive task, as I explained in earlier example, and it processes the large amount of data in efficient manner, and as well as it improve the code maintainability and remove the redundancy. So three important parameter that define we should use the loop in Python. Move backward. So there are two types of loop in Python: for loop and while loop. Both aim is to handle the repetitive task, but they are vary in their nature how they are used. If I talk about for loop is used when we know number of iteration we need to go. Like I give example earlier, I have to print out the print statement 100 times. We know we have a 100 times we need this operation should be executed. But in case of while loop, we don't know any number of iteration in advance, in beforehand. And for loop is primarily used for iterable object like list, tuple, and dictionary, as well as set. Okay, in while loop we have a conditional statement, conditional, where if it is true then while block will be executed. So if I say in one word, in a single statement, like if we know number of iteration we need to go, we should use for loop. If we don't know number of iteration we go, so we should use a while loop. So let us discuss the while loop in this lecture, and for loop I will discuss in next lecture. So as I say earlier, while loop is used when we don't know number of iteration we need to go. So if I talk about what is the syntax for a while loop. So while loop having a condition, that is keyword while, and condition it if it is true, it give a boolean value. If it is true, then code or block will be executed. If it is false, so this block code will not be executed. For example, if you want to print out the number 1 to 5, so I will use I equal 1. It should be start from 1, and I will write while, then I will write I less than 6. I have to print out the number from 1 to 5 only. Then I print, and I write here I, and I have to this condition also write here I equal I plus 1. It means we are incrementing by 1. If you don't write this line, so it will lead to an infinite loop. It will not be breakdown. So you have to write this statement carefully. And like how it work, first I equal 1 came here, then it will check it is less than 6, yes it is checked, then it will be the block code will be executed. So we will get output 1, print 1, and I value is updated by 1, so we will get 2. Then check 2 is less than 6, yes true, then it will print 2, then it will be updated by plus 1, it will be 3. 3 is less than 6, yes, to print out 3. Then it will be incremented by plus 1 to get 4. 4 is less than 6, yes, then 4. Similarly 5, then we get a 5 plus 1 6. 6 is less than 6, no, so it will be break, it will be this code will not be executed, so we get a 1 to 5 number. If I talk about a break statement, so break statement is generally used when we want to break the loop. Suppose in earlier example, if I want to break down this breaking the loop, if I write here I is equal to if I write if condition, if I is equal to I will write here I equal to 1, same example I will use. Then I write here while I is less than 6, and write here print, here I write I want to print out the I. And if I want to write if I equal is 3, then break. I just want only 3 number, 1 2 3. I don't want more than 3 number. Then it break and update as well, I plus 1. So we will get a 1 2 3. When 3 plus I equal 4. 4 is less than 6. 4 is less than 6, yes. Then it will first I will have a I will get a I equal to 1. Then 2 through update, and 2 is less than 6, yes. Then 2 will print out. Then 2 become 3 in next iteration. 3 less than 6, yes. 3 will print out. When I equal to 3, yes true, then it break. So so with block of code will not be executed. If I talk about continue, break statement generally used when you are interested to break down the while loop. If condition met, like in here is if I is equal to 3, then it should be breakdown. If I talk about continue statement, it means we are hiding the iteration, we are skipping the iteration which we want. Like in uppercase, like in a, I take a same example. I write here same example, I equal 1. Then I write here while I is less than 6. I write here print statement I. Then I write here if I is equal first I remove the print here. If I is equal to 3, then continue. Continue means we are skipping the iteration. Then I print out here print I. Then I have to increment the number by 1. Okay, I use here continue statement here. First I value 1 check less than 6, yes, equal to no. Then we go print 1, yeah. Then I updated by 1. 2 is less than 6, yes. 2 is equal to no. 2 will be printed out. When we count 3 less than 6, yes, but 3 is equal to 3, yes, continue. So the code written below that the code written below that will not be executed after the continuing statement. Then it moved to that was 3 less than 6, yes. Then we update by 1, 4, 4 plus 4 less than 6, yes. Then 4 will come, 4, 5. So we skip the 3. And yeah, we can also if I talk about else statement, else statement is like if else. We discussed in previous class. Else work when while loop is executed. When while loop is not executed, when condition become a false, so the else block will be executed. Like we write while, here is condition, here is a code block, then we write else. When condition become false, then code block of else block will be executed, otherwise while is going on. So this is a basic understanding of the while loop. I will write a code to explain this concept in clear manner also. So let us move to the VS Code, where I will write a code to explain the. So first make a file while loop.py. So write here I equal 1 while I less than, I write here less than 6. I will write print statement, then write I write I plus 1. Okay, you will see 1 to 5 number in terminal. Now if you want to print out the 100 print hello, so you can also do it. I will do here now. First I get a result, I remove it. Why it taking time? Again I do. It is taking too much time. Again I restart. It is not running. So you will why it is not running? I have to start again, I think, then it will run. I again do it. Okay, I start again so that it will run. I restart again. Go to the folder, you will see I will run. First I will run this. Okay, it is working. So I will show you now. Wait for a few seconds. Yeah, You will see the VS Code now. I think you are able to see it, VS Code now. It will work now. So I will run this. Yeah, it will take some time to run. So write a other code as well. When it run, I have to write a I want to, yeah, we get a 1 2 3 4 5. If I'm talking about, I have to print out the hello 100 times, so I have to write a 100 here, so it will 101, so we'll get a 100 times hello word. You will see, yeah, hello 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 hello. So it will print the hello 100 times. Suppose if you don't write a incrementing the iteration +1, so what will happen? See it. It will not break. It will become an infinite loop. You will see, yeah, it will not break. To break down it, we have to cut down this. So please make sure don't do this mistake. You have to add always incrementing the by 1. If you want to use a break statement, so how do we do it? I write here, change the 6, and I write here I, and if I equal 3, then I write a break statement. So you will see a 1 1 2 and 3 only. 1 2 3 only you will get in terminal, and rest of them will break out. Break statement, what to do? First it check it, it is check, then it will break the while loop. So we'll get a 1 2 3. Break can be used without if condition as well. So it will only break. It will only go to the one iteration. If I show like, so there is no use of a while loop if you use break like that. I write here, yeah, we get 1. So there is no use of while loop if you use a break like that. If you want to use a continue, so how to do it? So for that I will write here continue, and here I will write I1 here iteration, and here I will write print the I. Okay, so we get, first we will get a 1 1 2 and 3 will not get 4 and 5. 1 2 4 5 6. Okay, we get a 1 2 4 5 6 3. That continue, what they do, they try to skipping the iteration when they condition become true of if condition. If you want to use a else block, for that we need to write a else part, else, then I will write in else block, else block. Okay, I have to remove this. So you will see here get 1 2 3 4 5 only. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, yeah, I remove this and write here. Okay, so you get 1 2 3 4 5. So in previous code it is incrementing the by 1, so we'll get a 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and when this is become, this condition become a false, so else part will be executed. Okay, so in this lecture, I discuss about theory part of why should we learn the loop and what are the loops in Python, for and while loop, why, when should we use the for and while loop, for loop should be used when we know the number of iteration, and I discussed the while loop in detail, and I also discussed the break, continue, and else statement. I hope you find this lecture very insightful, and if you have any query, please leave the comment, and in next lecture I will discuss about for loop. Thank you so much everyone. See you in next lecture.